The office of the vice president is a spare tire, but in Kashim Shettima's case, it is a flat spare tire. I beg my country people, not be me talk am. Let's not deceive ourselves. We are not unique. Vice President Kashim Shettima delivers bitter truth on Nigeria's situation. Vice President Kashim Shettima has called on Nigerians to face the country's challenge head-on with honesty and a realistic mindset instead of believing Nigeria's problems are too unique or impossible to solve. Speaking at a recent policy dialogue in Abuja, Shettima said, "Let's not deceive ourselves. We are not the only country facing hard times. Other nations have gone through wars and still came out stronger. The difference is they owned up to their issues and took bold actions." His comments comes as Nigeria continues to struggle with rising inflation, insecurity, and frustration over poor governance and living conditions. Shettima stressed that while the problems are serious, they are not impossible to fix. What is needed, he said, is the courage and commitment from both leaders and citizens. He added, "The truth is bitter, but we have to face it. We can't keep patching a leaking roof and expect to stay dry during the storm. Tough times call for tough decision." Good day, all, and welcome back to our YouTube channel, Everyday People's Voice. Most especially to our new subscribers and our returnees for being part of our outstanding news outlet that is devoted and committed to breaking the latest news and headlines to you as it comes. Here we also bring to you news in politics, current affairs, business, sports, entertainment, and so much more around Nigeria and the world, including where and when they happen. Because as you all know, our sources of information are reliable and accurate. That's why we are the window to the world. Thank you all for staying tuned. But before I go further, if this is your first time of coming across our prestigious news channel, please help us subscribe, like, and share our videos. These are words coming out from the Vice President of Nigeria's mouth. The man has said the truth that their government have done nothing in Nigeria, that they can't keep patching a leaking roof and expect to stay dry during the storm. These are strong words, and President Tinubu is not happy with the Vice President Kashim Shettima over this speech he made. This comment has caused intrigue in the presidency. His message was clear. Nigeria's challenges aren't unbeatable, but fixing them will take honesty, hard choices, and a shared sense of responsibility. What are we saying here? This vice president has now turned a new leaf. I'm sure he has seen that Nigerians are really suffering, and the government of the day is not doing anything tangible to solve Nigeria's problem. And the blueprint they say they have has become a black spot. So they don't see where the trouble is coming from. And because they don't see where the trouble is coming from, they cannot attend to the problem in Nigeria. The office of the vice president is a spare tire, we all know. We all know. But again, the presidency has dismissed reports claiming Vice President Kashim Shettima was denied entry into the presidential villa. Stanley Nkwasha, Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Communication, described the report as deliberate and well-planned orchestration of falsehood. In a statement on Saturday, Nkwasha said the claims were far from reality and could only be believed by those unfamiliar with how government operates. He urged the public to disregard the reports and advised media organizations to verify sensational claims before publication. In recent times, there has been a consistent and calculated effort to spread lies against the person and office of the vice president. He added, that such reports were aimed at misleading the public into believing there was a conflict within the presidency. If you remember vividly, I made some some time ago, about the rift in the presidency between the vice president and the president. But the latest of such claims that the vice president was barred from entering the villa is completely false. That was said by the man himself, Okosha. He described the report, mostly from obscure blogs, as a wide expression of wishful thinking and a sign that those behind them had exhausted both ink and imagination. Nkwasha recalled that the presidency had earlier debunked fake news about campaign posters featuring President Tinubu, saying the trend was a desperate attempt to undermine the unity and commitment of both leaders. He insisted that Vice President Shettima remain focused on his duties and continues to support President Tinubu in achieving the administration goals. Shettima has no time for distraction. He won't join in any media circus aimed at causing confusion. Nkwasha added. He also praised Nigerians who have stood against the spread of fake news and reaffirmed that the Tinubu administration's mandate was rooted in constitutional legitimacy. No amount of falsehood or manufactured tension can shake that foundation, he said. But again, here we are. What is happening between the vice president and the president of Nigeria? Our comment section is open for discussion on this said matter. Make una shook mouth for this matter. This country not go spoil. Now only this one country we get. Make we join us together to make sure say the country good. I go see you again for my next video. Until then, make una bye bye you.